Blaring tones alert firefighters and paramedics to the latest emergency. The Exeter Fire Department answers 4,000 calls a year. The demands of duty exhaustive, everything from lift assists to full-on structure fires.
There's a constant sense of heightened awareness and anticipation.
Matt Green knows the pressures of the job well. He's both a firefighter and paramedic. His responsibilities double, as is the stress. He finds peace fiddling. He practices in between calls on a busy 24-hour shift, propping up his sheet music on the back of Engine 2.
I refer to it as the most expensive music stand in the world. It's almost a form of meditation. It's sort of the equivalent of a full brain workout because you're activating your audio, your visual, your cognitive abilities. You're using both sides of your brain, using both hands.
Matt picked up the fiddle just 5 years ago when he was given a lesson as a birthday gift.
For as long as I can remember, love the fiddle. Just the dynamic range of it, the ability of it to portray sadness, happiness, joy, energy of all kinds. It's truly enchanting to me.
An Irish polka was the first song he tackled.
Just a fun little tune.
Matt admits his early playing days caused his shift mates to steer clear of the apparatus bays and opened him up to some razzing.
We tend to, like a group of sharks, smell blood in the water pretty easily, and any vulnerability or opportunity for mockery or derision is exploited instantly. So playing a fiddle in a firehouse is, it's toughened me up a little bit.
You played the first part of that, probably the most in tune you've ever played it.
Rude, hurtful, accurate.
Teasing aside, Matt appreciates his fellow firefighters' support.
It's awesome.
John LaBelle graduated from the University of New Hampshire with a degree in music education and offers Matt feedback. But advice comes piecemeal as John is called away.
He says stuff like, you're rushing your triplets, and I think you're a little pitchy. I think you might have missed that note, stuff like that. But overall, he's encouraging.
Assistant Fire Chief Don Matheson was Matt's inspiration. When Matt first joined the firehouse, he heard the chief playing bagpipes in the parking lot.
He's come a long way, and I think it's a good outlet for him, and I enjoy listening to him play.
Matt's heard all the references. Devil Went Down to Georgia, Fiddler on the Roof, Nero Fiddling While Rome Burns. But it's his new title that gives him heartburn. Do you like that title, Fiddling Firefighter?
It's terrible. It's awful.
While Matt is having fun mastering the fiddle, he's seen a positive effect on his mental health.
The stigma of the bulletproof firefighter who is affected by nothing is romantic and appealing, but not necessarily true.
Some of the job's biggest dangers are PTSD and anxiety. Suicide rates are higher among firefighters than the general public. Matt finds taking a break and playing the fiddle therapeutic.
We don't take that time to care for ourselves. Like when the airplane goes down and first attach your oxygen mask before someone else. If we're not nourished, if we're not okay, we can't be expected to help anybody else to the best of our ability.
So now, when the clock strikes 4,
Well, 4 o'clock is usually what I refer to as fiddle 30.
You'll find Matt fiddling, clearing his head, resetting. Until the next alarms blare and duty calls.